And welcome back everybody to Free Pathfinder Dungeoneers, where the overrays are never great. Okay, and we are back in the Elsire Vale with our beloved cast over here. So, guys, you journey on towards Brindle. But, on the way, you find a mysterious character with a broken down cart in the middle of the road, blocking your path.
Doesn't the cart look familiar?
The cart does not look familiar now.
Is the character fat?
You can describe your character.
You see, relatively not very young, but definitely around his 30s to 40s man.
I charge it.
What?
I'm joking.
He just wears.
It smells like mage.
He doesn't smell like mage. He wears normal peasant clothes, like a robe. Not a robe. He actually has underwear. This character. It's an upgrade from the previous one. The only discernible feature is his belly that flops in front. And he has a cart with two huge kegs. There is a third keg on him that has some. There are three kegs on the cart. One looks kind of special, and he was pulling it, but the cart broke down. So he went to fix it, but he seems to be sleeping there because he liked the wind blowing on his belly. So he's just sleeping there. Yeah, he's sleeping there.
Beer, ale, whatever. I mean, you don't know exactly.
Beer. It smells like beer, ale, and wine at the same time. That's what it smells.
What race is it?
A human.
Oh, what a shame you're not a dwarf. I might just have a cup of ale anyway.
Okay, so you start yelling at him.
In fact, actually, just thinking of the character, I don't even think I could stop him. I don't even think I could legitimately. The amount that he's gone on about fucking ale for the last 10 sessions, I don't really think he could stop just going and having a drink of ale.
Well, what do you
do?
do?
Moment the guy is sleeping in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I know it's cheeky, but I don't want to I know the character wouldn't outright rob him, but he's not going to try and rob him. He just couldn't resist taking a drink.
Okay, so you go to the keg. I mean, the keg is not something that you can just open up and...
There are two kegs. There are two normal kegs, and there is one that has some deity scribings on it, and runes, and some weird magey stuff for you.
Oh no, not this again.
Okay, so do you go for the one that smells of ale?
This one smells of ale. The other smells of wine, and the other smells of beer. But the mage one smells of ale.
Yeah, whichever one smells of beer, I go and I've got a tankard in my pack anyway. Which, with it being a handy haversack, the tankard just so happens to be here.
No, correction. The one that smells beer is the magic one. The ale and the wine are the. Actually, he has 5 kegs. Sorry, 2 ale kegs, 2 wine kegs, and 1 beer keg.
As long as it's not wine, he's having it.
Okay, so he's drinking from your kegs.
How much are you drinking? Because I need to take a note.
Well,
Would you drink 1 bottle's worth?
How good is it? I don't know if you made this.
It is I bought it from the most expensive masterwork quality possible.
Oh fucking hell! I'm having the whole glass, the whole tankard. Not the whole barrel, the whole tankard.
So basically, yes. So a bat.
Does not want to rob this man blind. However, the desire to have a fucking mug of ale is just too high.
So it's basically you continue on riding and you see this man and you're like, and you kind of jump off your horse, take out the tankard from basically your chest.
You guys
magically appears.
You guys just imagine you've been in the desert and you haven't seen water, and then you see someone there with barrels of water. You'd go for the water and then deal with the guy.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what happens. You drink a bottle's worth with your tankard, and then upon the wind just swings at your face. What's your name? I forgot your name.
Alright.
No, new character name. New
I will
character.
put it on the roll 20 so you can always see it. I also need to check my hit points because I put them there as well. Come on.
No problem.
Alright, it should be up.
Okay, Karush. The wind just slightly hits you in the face and you kind of wake up from your nap on the road.
I see this dwarf climbing with his tiny feet drinking from my barrel.
Already drinking, yeah.
Morning.
I'm like, Who are you? You're a dwarf. Who are you?
I am.
Who are you?
I am a very, very, very thirsty dwarf. Do you know how long it is since I've had ale this good?
Thanks for praising my skills. I've been carrying around these refreshments while I was taking a walk, but my cart broke down.
How broke does his cart look?
Not much. It's only just in a bit of a rut. But
Does it just look like it needs a pair of muscles to kind of pick it back up again and throw it
exactly. It just seems like somebody needs to lift it and move it out of the rut.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll offer to help the good gentleman with his cart. Seeing as it's the least I could do for having a drink without asking.
alright. Like, I let him, while he's fixing my cart, you can see that he takes the ale keg and he opens the tap a little and he drinks what seems to you 3 bottles worth, just without even taking a breath while you're
Jeez.
fixing his cart.
Jesus Christ.
I'll dismount and approach this stranger and greet him and say, "Well, hello, traveler. What brings you to this location?"
After that amount of alcohol, I don't think he knows what location exactly he's in.
You see him that he sits from you. He seems tipsy, but not as tipsy as someone who just did 3 bottles in one shot. And he says, "I like the place. I like walking here. It makes me feel clean." Like he taps and he rubs his belly a little. "Would you like to drink something?"
Sure, why not?
Well, what do you want to drink? I have wine, I have ale, I have beer.
No more wine.
Hmm?
No more wine.
What? I let you take some sips of wine. Like I opened the.
No more wine. No more wine.
Why?
Yes, normal wine.
No more wine.
No more wine. I asked the halfling anyway.
I ride a little closer with my unicorn and just observe.
And you see a
And I
female
try-
cleric riding a unicorn, Karush.
Like from what he's drunk already, like he goes on all his he goes on all 4 and he says, "By the gods, a goddess, I'll drink to that." Like he instantly rushes for his ale keg and he drinks like another 3 bottles worth again just in a sip.
Okay.
No need to poison yourself with that just because I'm here.
Oh, it's
I'm
not
no goddess.
poisoning.
Okay, Karush, what do you have on yourself, on your person? Do I reckon your inventory?
On my
is...
person, he has except for the normal.
Actually, do you have a? Actually, send me a character sheet. Does not matter. Continue on.
He on his person, except the outfit, the peasant Susan has, he has an amulet, which on close inspection it's a beetle inside a ball of amber, but nothing else is discernible.
Okay, good. Do you need a perception check?
Me?
Yes.
Alright. What skill is that? I don't have it trained in.
Perception. Sorry. Spot check.
Spot. I actually have a good one. Spotting. I spotted
Okay. You spot nothing out of the ordinary.
Alright. I'm like, oh, naughty goddess.
How the hell can someone who just drank fucking 6 bottles worth of alcohol possibly have a spot check and plus 10?
He says, I might have drank a little bit more. Kicks you sometimes. Thanks for helping me in my cart. Can I help you anywhere?
Where are you headed?
Anywhere where the road goes. Like, I ran out of food a couple of days ago, but I ran across a group of manticores and they taste good.
You killed my manticores.
Yes? Is it
Do we
not
see
allowed
manticore
here?
bodies on his cart?
Well, you could see some meat or so, some steaks.
It's the manticores around here were pussies.
Yeah, we saw them on our way here.
Did they try to rob you?
They wanted it all, but I didn't give them anything because I was hungry. I just killed them.
Good. Don't give in to random manticores. That's good.
Anyways, if you just need food and have no real destination, why don't you stick with us? We always have food. I always give food to the party.
The goddess
He's
speaks
like-
to you.
Yes, he's like, he still looks some kind of tipsy and says, I would follow you anywhere.
I just pull him down to Valrak's height level and just go.
You're already at sight level because he's on all fours, looking up at the human
Yeah.
female cleric on the unicorn.
I just put my head next to him and you eaten manticore, was it good?
Stringy.
Well, I take the opportunity.
I've eaten dragon. You should try it.
I wanted to.
I take the opportunity to cast light right behind my head, and I say, "Beware, though. Our path is not one to be taken lightly.
Alright,
Many
lad,
dangers
calm
will
down.
come forward. Are you ready for this?"
He's like, he put his head on. Wait a minute. Like, he goes on his keg, he opens the wine keg.
Check,
He.
I do have light room for today.
Yes, he opens his wine keg. He keeps drinking until 8 bottles of wine are down from the keg. And then he bows again to you and says, I'm ready. Like, he drinks for a solid 10 minutes of continuous
Okay,
drinking.
okay, good. One question though. Constitution checks?
There's no need for
Fortitude
that.
saves?
The extra,
Okay.
the
Okay,
extraordinary ability.
then you need to go to the toilet. You need to go get a piss. I mean, whatever extraordinary ability you have, drinking
Drink like a
16 bottles worth of liquid.
demon. It says specifically that your body handles alcohol differently and you can filter it immediately, like it disappears from inside your body.
There's still a certain amount of science of actual
Yeah.
physical volume that you can fit inside of something.
Alright, I'm trying to hold myself. You want the constitution?
So I mean, you're trying to hold yourself. Okay, so no, you can't. Like, you're gonna piss yourself at 16 bottles worth. I
Alright,
mean,
after that wine rush, I go behind my cart, I take a piss, and then I. Alright.
Who on earth pisses? Who on earth pisses in front of their god? How disrespectful.
Not in front of the cart, it's behind the cart.
Thank God he doesn't worship my god.
Alright.
okay, so you just remember that I'm gonna say that every 2 or 3 bottles worth you're gonna need to go.
Are
drink
you
it.
sure? Because, with me, I can drink a bottle's worth every turn. So if
Dude, I drink.
Does it actually say a bottle's worth?
Yes,
Yes.
it actually says a bottle's worth.
Yeah, it actually says so. That's the problem.
So
Like, no.
maybe-
Does that have to be your special brew though?
It can be anything alcohol, not my. I don't have a
It can be
special.
anything alcohol?
Anything alcohol, yes.
Oh, I thought it had to be like your own special brew or something
No,
like that.
no, it's not my own special brew. That's why I'm doing.
Okay,
I mean, I'm okay with that.
just remember that because it's. I mean, okay, I get the idea that you're going to get drunk as your craft thingy, but not needing to pee is something completely different.
Well,
I-
doesn't his constitution go up or something? Didn't you say that's what happens when you drink?
Yes, so my
his ability to control his bladder technically goes up. So I think
Like, at this moment-
in combat he should be able to control himself. However, out of combat, I completely agree with Chuky.
Yes, out of
Also-
combat, alright.
It's like, and combat's over, and you just like whip it out. Oh my god!
Just one other thing. It's not a direct tube from the mouth to the... What's in English?
The mouth too.
To your bladder.
Bladder.
Yes.
It takes a while to...
Yeah,
go through
yeah,
this
I
thing,
get it, but
so-
again, drinking 16 bottles worth of liquid
It would literally
Alright.
get
basically has a
It's
straight.
where, like the water line would be like about here.
Yeah.
Like this maybe was an exaggeration, so I took a piece.
Yeah,
When I'm
so-
done, I will bow again to continue our interaction. When I'm done.
So he's like, wait a second, goddess. Goes, whips it out, and pushes and comes back. I am here, goddess.
Well, if you're ready, get your stuff together, and we're going to Brindle right now. We're headed to Brindle.
Good. Lead the way. Like you see him, he, after the cart is fixed, I guess, he keeps pulling his cart. But the keg with the runes, he takes it on his hack, you know, like below the armpit, and he keeps pulling the cart.
Awesome. So, you guys get the window during the night. And you come in from the north. That would mean right here. And give me 1 second.
So, east.
No, that is north. You have a
Okay.
compass right there.
Oh, right.
Exactly.
It's
It is impossible
direction.
to miss the fact that that Brindle is a city at way, even though as yet there are no smoldering fires or war-torn battlefields. Soldiers toil in what only a few weeks ago were withering orchards and productive farms, digging trenches, raising watchtowers, and securing wooden palisades. The city is almost completely surrounded by a 20-foot high wall of stone. The only stretch not protected in this way is the section along the river that makes the city's northern entry by water. 2 bridges cross the Elsire and connect the city with the river's far bank. The highest point in town is a hill nestled in the southeastern quadrant. A large, well-built keep of stone surmounts this hill, its majestic towers rivaled by the presence of a nearby grand cathedral. Despite the city's size, the streets are strangely silent and empty. Patrols or soldiers march down some roads, but there is little sign of the normal mercantile activity one might expect. Upon closer inspection, it seems that many of the town's buildings have been boarded over. War has indeed come to Brindle.
cool.
Okay, good.
Alright, now personifies himself as the god war.
At the city gates, you see the small number 1. That is where you are stopped by the guards. Immediately there are many more guards than a city entrance would need. About 12 in total. 4 of them on each watchtower with with bows pointed down, and other 4 down on the ground with halberds.
Hello, officers. Everything alright?
They look you up and down, say, "What is your business in Brindle?"
We are just passing by. We're probably gonna stay a couple days, maybe less.
Can I really hide who I am from these people?
They have no idea who you are.
No idea who I am?
No idea who you are.
Get fucked.
Alright, I want to like approach and look at them and say, do you want a drink?
They look warily at all of you, and looking at Cyril says, "Sorry, my asking, ma'am, but you wish to spend a couple of days in a city that is soon to be into full-out war. I find that rather hard to believe."
Well, we heard that the army is approaching, but it's still a few days away, isn't it? More than a few days, probably.
But let's hope it is more than that. But
Yeah.
why are we not fleeing west to Danovar
We're,
and staying here?
we're looking for shops and information, and we're hoping to find it here in the big city.
And also, I'm not going to be able to get any more dragon heads if I run away from the dragons.
Dragon heads?
But maybe if
Yeah,
maybe
you
if
should
they
see one, right?
He looks back and his eyes go wide. Wait, you are
that
that?
one like 4 days ago?
You are that company, the Dungeoneers. I've heard of you. Yes, sorry, sir. The Golden Company has talked about you. Not much though, and hasn't given us your descriptions. I'm very sorry. Please, be welcome in our city. I'm sure all Justius would like to see you.
Yeah, who?
All the Justius.
Do we know?
Chuky, is that not justice or just...
A Justius. It's a... One second.
Sorry, I just didn't know if you were pronouncing it wrong.
Lord Augustus.
No.
Oh, right.
Justice.
A Justius.
Oh, yeah.
Do we know who that is?
You know him to be the Lord of the city.
Okay.
Safe bets on there, someone, yeah.
If you need any help moving out of the city, I'd be more than happy to offer one of my boys to guide you around.
Oh, that won't be needed.
The halfling will grin and say, "Well, as much as guards and me get along so well, I think that we can find our own way."
He nods his head. Have you ever been to a Brindle before?
Do we have a map of it?
No. I mean, you
We
have...
can ask around.
Just put the boy on the war pony.
He looks at Varrock and says, "It shall be done, sir." And just a like basically like a 14-year-old squire just comes out of a building at the behest of his father, and he warily mounts the war pony at your instruction and says,
when he gets on, tell him, right, you can look at the heads, don't touch the heads, respect the heads, otherwise you'll have the donkey to face.
"Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir."
But other than that, don't be shy.
He smiles and says, "So, where are we going? Where do you want to go? I know this city like my hand."
It's a good job we got rid of that mage when we had a 14-year-old boy as a guide.
I think the first place we need to go is a local shop that might be able to help us figure out what some of this stuff is.
Yeah. Is there a wizard in town?
Well,
Aren't the Golden Company here?
no, the Golden Company have left. They have endeavored to go to the Fallen Waste. Something about an old enemy. I have not heard anything more.
Yeah, we're going that way soon ourselves, I bet.
Shut up.
Yes, sir. Yes. Should I shut up?
No, the halfling.
No, not you.
However, everything that you do here, shut up about it.
Yes, sir.
Don't want any more fucking spiders.
I'll slip him
spiders, sir?
5 gold pieces.
Yeah,
Not needed.
not
Not needed, sir. Not needed.
The last town that we went to, the people we talked to, like, kind of turned into spiders. So yeah, we're a little bit cautious.
He looks around. I assure you that I'm not a spider. At least not that I know of.
We
Exactly what to expect a spider person to say. I believe you, but in future, if somebody says that, always be suspicious.
If you say so, sir.
You'll learn a lot today, boy. Don't worry.
Well, about shops. There's a Axe Haft. And then Shanks Shivers. There's there's an ex-adventurer who has a weapon shop there. Pretty famous. I don't know if it's what you're looking for. The Brindle Market is always there. It might wizards. Red Magic and Sundries.
Where is it?
Let's see. Where is it? It is very close of here actually. And come on, let us first pass the bridge, and I shall show you.
As we go over, I go to Hennessy and I tell him, look, I need to roll over some gold here. If you see anything that's being sold for a ridiculously cheap price, I don't care whether it's goods, weapons, anything. I need to know. I need to make money.
Yes, sir. Yes, I
No,
will
no,
try
no,
my
I
best.
say that to Hennessy.
Oh, to Hennessy. Go on.
Oh,
please.
well then I'll start trading stuff he has.
Like, I don't know how you want to roleplay that, or how you want to make him roll for that, but like, if we go past and like there's some shop that's trying to sell everything just because they're wanting to run away and they're selling it for like dirt cheap or stuff like that.
Like the sale, stuff in sale because people are running away, fleeing.
Yeah.
Do we see any of that?
No.
Like,
It doesn't seem like it seems like people are building up their houses. They're kind of like
they're digging in, not running away. Yeah.
they're digging in. They're not running away. It seems like to your mind, if Brindle falls,
That's it.
it's not necessarily that's it. Dennerval is left. Dennerval, which is a city bigger than Brindle, but it is literally the last bastion of humanity in the Elsire Vale.
Yeah.
So people are reluctant to go to a last hope, and are more.
Like I say, if there does happen to be anything that's going for particularly cheap, I'm not bothered whether I can use that or not. If you could just highlight it, that would be great.
Okay. Let's just change over this, and let's get into the city. So you guys trot across the bridge. The Elsire river is amazingly beautiful. Its crystal water is so clear that you can see through it. You know that the river, it's almost 30 feet deep, but even up from this bridge looking down, you feel like if you could jump, you would break your legs on the jump. You feel like it's only like 5 feet. That's how clear the water is.
Yeah. Just out of interest, Chuky, which way does it flow, or does it not say?
It does say it is north. Basically down. So this way.
Right, yeah, wrong direction.
Actually, that's west east.
Yeah, west to east. That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
that
no,
way.
I get you.
So you. 1 second. There's a lot of locations here, and
I was just thinking if it went the other way, we could do a hobbit and just jump in barrels and go down the river just straight past the army and then come off at the bottom where the Ghost Lord is. That would be amazing.
This is Lord of the Rings.
you enter the Brindle Market.
Go barrels as well.
You first enter the Brindle Market as Alan explains it as the name of the boy. This large open air market is where the traveling merchants, performance troops, con artists, street corner prophets, local farmers, and the like come to sell their services and wares. The market is normally quite busy, making travel through the area a vexing prospect. After the evacuation, the area now seems to be used only by recruits and training them. Alan points towards basically to your left and saying, there is that's Red Magic and Sentries. I think we could find something there. pointing towards this particular building over here. It's a tall, thin, multi-story building with one of the few completely stone buildings in Brindle. Okay, go on. So, what's happening? You guys are about in the market. You see several recruits. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's actually people actively trading.
Yeah, there are people actively training in the middle of this market.
Can I go up to the person who's trading them?
Yes, there seem to be several officers shouting orders and formation movements and attack types and so on.
Yeah, I'll dismount and I'll walk up to them and ask which one of them's in charge.
Well, in his 40s man, seems to be a sergeant of some kind with many battle scars, struts in front of you and says, Master Dwarf, this area is for training recruits. What?
Exactly.
He looks at you again. What do you say?
I said exactly. I
Yeah.
know a training ground from when I see one.
So why are you here?
I've come to ask if you could possibly change your training schedule for tomorrow.
War is coming. War does not wait for us to reschedule. I have little time to spare on frivolities like this. What do you want? More exactly.
I want you to gather all of your men for 2 hours with the legendary Dragon Slayer Valrak. And I am going to brief your men in enemy combat maneuvers, how to fight a dragon, and most importantly, tell them not to be afraid of dragons.
He looks at your donkey and then looks at you, eyes goes wide and does a deep courteous bow. Vorak, I have heard of you, yes. I thank you for that offer. I will continue on training my recruits today, but they will be here tomorrow at first right if you do wish so, and there will be eyes and ears only on you.
Yes, you just confirm the time, and I will be there.
At dawn is where we'd start. I think a talk from you in the morning would raise morale incredibly.
Yeah, excellent. Nice to see you keeping them in shape. Early risings, excellent.
He nods his head and
Make
says,
sure none of them are drinking tonight.
none of them sure and none of them have the permission to do so.
Excellent, more beef.
And if you shall excuse me, Master Valak.
Yes, I have things to attend to as well.
And he again nods again and like leaves and starts, come on, scrubs, move your asses! And he starts shouting at him. Awesome. Ta-da-da. So you enter this tall, thin, multi-story building. Sorry. Anything anybody wanted to say or do?
No.
No.
I heard it, and I was expecting.
I was
someone.
just clearing my throat.
Oh no! I was like, do you want to say anything?
That's just the alcohol starting to come back up.
Yeah, so it's like it's way too much to go all the way down, so it goes out the bells.
While this happens, while he's putting all this, I'm tapping the shoulder of the marshal or whatever, and I'm like, sir, can I ask a question? Severe importance.
I mean, do
I actually do
stuff
this,
like this is you tell it when it happens because it severely changes the whole interaction.
Oh, so we're like.
He was talking to him, you're like waiting, and I don't know what you're doing because I was waiting for you guys to say anything or do anything. But when you say stuff like, I'm gonna go and tap on his shoulder like this and say something, changes the whole interaction around.
I'm not good at interrupting people, sorry.
Joining in is not interrupting.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if
Junior.
we're out- Are we still like? Are we now officially out of the interaction, or do we have to press?
Yes, more or less. If you want to do pursue him, you can. But the interaction.
Yes, I want to. No, he can still hold it. It's okay.
He turns around and says, nods his head. Yes, yes. Whoever you are. Sorry, I do not know you.
I need to ask, where is the body?
I have no time for these childish games. Get out of here before I have the guards take you and throw you in the slums.
The guards take me. I'm not saying anything. I'm
And
like.
he turns around and continues on to move towards his recruits.
I so much wanted to block him. But never mind. Alright? I will follow the party like this.
Okay, so you enter the magic shop. In there, you see a red-robed mage with a big book in his hand and just a normal servant boy to his side.
Dirty mage. I'm
Did you say
racist.
dirty mage?
Yeah, I don't say it out loud, but as a role player, I am prejudiced towards mages in D&D practically being the Christian church equivalent to paedophiles.
No.
Okay,
Anyway,
so go on.
As we go in, I say, hello, sir. How old does it look?
Don't
and
you start!
by saying
Don't you, young boy?
by saying like hello sir,
I mean, I might
the
not say
servant
hello,
boy
sir,
the servant
depending
boy goes into like yes, sorry, do not disturb my friend. I deal with customers. What is it that you want? I am a landlord. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, dude. We have recently had an encounter with some foes and have looted from them some interesting items. Would you be able to identify them?
Show me the items first.
They were previously owned by evildoers, so we don't know if they're safe, but I'm sure you can figure it out.
Yes, show me the items first, and I can tell you what I can do after.
Those, so
I'll put the horn and the breastplate on the table.
I'll show the daggers.
What?
The horn and the plate.
full plate, full plate.
Full again.
Full-
Oh,
full-
by the way, keep in mind that just
And you're
keep on your
wearing it.
character. Full plate mail. Are you wearing it?
It takes like 20 minutes to take it out.
I know, it takes 20 minutes to put it on.
Yeah. Are you wearing it, or do you just have it? I mean, and where do you have it? Do you have strapped it onto your body?
I've just been keeping it on the pack mule.
Okay, good. Just keep in mind we got a pack. Full plate mail is pretty damn heavy.
It's a strong mule.
Yeah.
And
no,
I've basically got everything that I've got. I just literally haul on one of the two buckaroos.
Yeah. No,
Like,
it's okay.
They're
So you.
I'll admit they're probably both on the verge of booking. But
So you go back, you like, take the plate mail and and you log every piece because it's.
yes, don't worry. There's a helmet to go with that as well. Yeah, there we go.
He looks down and says, "Interesting pieces. Yes, magical. What do you think, Master?" And the mage that was with his head in his books raises his head and looks at the items. Interesting. We can identify them for you in an hour or so, maybe more.
Okay. How much is it gonna cost us?
If the items are interesting enough and they have a good story with it, it won't cost you anything. The master says. And then Andri.
Oh, wait,
but
I forgot one item.
but
Items that change here.
he kind of like goes and whispers at Randolin goes and whispers at Immerstal, saying, "But how are we supposed to keep a business? We need to charge people. No matter." Immerstal just waves him off and says, "Okay, so is this
I
all?"
look at Hennessy.
Well, I was gonna ask about this separate, but I'll take out the chain as well, but I won't actually let go of it.
His eyes go wide. Immerstal's eyes go wide at the sight of this, and he says,
if his hands move, I'd like to know.
he just raises himself easily from the table and says, "What is that vile thing doing in my shop?"
We're trying to figure out what it is, actually.
He looks at all of you. You have no idea what you have in your hands, do you?
Well, that is why we came.
Got
We have a
bit of an
vague idea. It might be a philanthropy, but we are not sure. None of us can identify it.
It might be philanthropy. We're giving it away?
Philanthropy and a phylactery.
Wait, how is it called?
It's a phylactery.
He frowns.
Phylactery.
You seem to be telling the truth. Yes. If you manage to lie in my shop, yes, leave it here. I will identify it for you, but I would like to know the story behind it.
No.
Do we have
Once
the letter
upon a
with us?
time in a windy village.
The less people know about this, the better.
Well, he's gonna do it for free, so you
He'll
know.
do it for free quietly.
I
I'll do
don't
it for
think that's how it works. He said
No,
that he
it-
wants a
it-
nice
it-
story.
Right. The enemy is everywhere. They've appeared in cities. They've appeared disguised as things. The less anybody knows about this thing, the better. As much as I
Hey,
would love.
Squire. 1 second. Squire, do you know this mage? How long has he been here?
He nods his head. He must have read his dozens of years. He's a
See? Alright.
he's a
It's
pretty
fine.
famous mage.
It, I guess, but people who know talk. People who don't know don't talk.
Master Dwarf, try and say that you are a halfling.
I'm halfling.
You try and say that, but the words do not come out of your mouth.
We are in a zone of truth, it appears.
He smiles and says, "Nobody can lie in this shop. And I do not lie when I say that even if my life is at stake, I would never betray a story that a customer tells me."
Well, I wouldn't mind sticking around to tell you the story of how we found it while you're identifying it, but not that I don't trust you, but I'd rather not leave this thing out of my sight, since I have a feeling it might be important to us.
Yes, exactly. It's not a personal issue that I have.
He nods his head and says, "I will, of course. You can, but you can be there at the process. I have done so many identifications, I do not need to pay much attention to it. Besides,
I'm
the
really
normal
quiet
amount."
too, so.
Yes, I'm very interested in the story though. So please, come on, whichever of you shall remain with me, join me in the back room. Aradun can bring you drinks and food. And he nods and starts, and just does this with his hand, and all of the items kind of raise themselves from the table and start easily moving as if like somebody is moving them. It's like,
Fucking wizards.
The halfling will grin behind his mask and look to the rest of the party and say, "Hey, well, I'm gonna stick here for a while. Come back in an hour."
Dwarf never turned down a drink yet.
I guess I can also stay here.
Oh, okay.
okay, Karush.
Of course he's staying without a word.
Oh, by the way, just doing this, like you hear him singing that in the background. Like, what did you just write there? Once upon a time.
He answered for the story of the item.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just...
you didn't say that.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so you guys go in the back. Arangwin, 1 second. Arangwin just says, please, follow me. And he brings you into a back room full, full of items. There are from fruits to manacles to full sets of armor to miniatures of monsters that go from black to every color in the known spectrum. Gauntlets, weapons, and so on. And on the walls and cabinets, inside of the table itself, it's a glass table with something inside and then a wooden panel beneath. You are seated at that table and given whatever drinks and food you want.
It is worth noting that Karus is like looking everything around him. He's hugging his keg as hard as possible at this moment.
Okay.
Looking at everything else.
And then says, well, most of us tends to be somewhat strange, but he's a good person. He'll take care of your problem.
So the mage isn't in this room yet.
No, he's not in his room.
I'll ask the attendant if he has anything suitable for a frontline fighter amongst his wares.
Well, any of the items, a lot of items are for sale. Some are not, some are memories, but if you're interested in something specific, ask and I shall see if it can be provided.
I'm specifically looking for a new set of footwear.
Very well. Okay. Yes.
I think these stompy boots. Sometimes when I stomp, the heel gets a little bit stuck and stuff like that. I kind of need a new one. Need something to replace them.
Well, I will see what I can scrounge up. Should be somewhere in the ledgers. I will find them and I will. I'll bring what I know to you when I have it. I think that Imostor should be done with his work until I am done with mine. There are many things here in this shop, and I am not sure, to be honest, which are for sale and which for not.
Yeah.
Okay, and I shall leave you then, and just ask, like, sudden coincidence as she says, I will review. Imostor appears with all of the items, puts them on the grass table in the middle, and starts chanting a few words, moving his hands, and then looks up at you and says, so, talk. What happened? What are these? And where do you find them?
Do you know about the runes of rest?
Yes.
Have you heard stories that in these times there are foes, evildoers, rummaging
Yes,
those?
I've heard.
Yes.
I've sensed the presence of Tiamat in the world again. She's not yet free, but she's growing more powerful than before.
4 days ago we were there. We cleaned the place, and this is what we came back with.
Impressive, she says. Ooh, yes, I can feel these have been hungered over by a black dragon, if I'm right.
Yes, there was a black dragon. It's now dead.
Interesting. Well, I'm too sorry that you did not find his true hoard. From what I can figure out, its true hoard has been stolen. This is just an improvisation of what they had before.
Yeah, his lair wasn't as grand as we were expecting.
I'm feeling a little less sorry for him since he tried to melt us.
Smiles. Well, all creatures behave differently. So, I would like to hear the story from the beginning, if you would please.
Well, it all started in this one dungeon. About
Go on. Go on.
about like how long ago was it? 18 days? No,
21
more than
days.
that.
22
21
days,
days.
actually. 22
22
days. Yes,
days.
22.
22 days ago, we found this map, and it was for this manor that I own. Well, I didn't own it then, but you know, yeah. But it was some tower. I can't remember the name of it, but we found kind of a weird goblin thing and a bit of an army marching towards Drenlin's Ferry. That sort of thing. We ended up destroying a bridge to halt their advance, but I'm sure you've heard of the Red Hand by now.
He nods his head, while continuing to move his hands and chant words in the spidery language of magic.
So we ended up stopping their advance for a little bit, and evacuating the town of Drenlin's Ferry, and I think we killed one of their generals or whatnot, and a dragon on that bridge. But then we headed up to the area of rest, hearing that another of their generals were up there, cutting off escape for people fleeing that way or something, or perhaps moving down with another army. I don't know, but we went up there and dealt with the dragon there as well, discovering these items, and a note saying that the dragon was holding the phylactery of the Ghost Lord.
His eyebrows raise. Interesting. Well, I'm already done with these items. He says, plate here, strong, magical, full plate, belonged to Orestior champion back in the day. Half dwarven blood. I guess it would fit you, Master Dwarf, as you bought it. This over here is a... what did you put down before? Did you put the circlet thingy, the necklace thingy?
The chain, the daggers, the horn, the full plate.
Is the chain and the amulet two separate things?
They are
Yes.
two separate things.
Oh,
Yeah.
then both.
Okay. This amulet over here, it is an amulet of sages. Long ago thought lost by the Order of the Druids. It will boost the wisdom of that who wears it greatly.
Like Karu's eyes widen for a minute, but then he remembers he has another amulet, so never mind.
Wisdom is my primary stat.
Then he says, these daggers here, these daggers belong to Felin Whispertouch. You should know him, halfling. He is only the most famous of halflings in this part of the world.
Currently the most famous. And he'd give a sly grin.
Currently, yes. They are silver made and enchanted with powerful magic. They will be much more easier to hit and will do cause much more damage than normal daggers would.
Ooh, how lovely.
Interesting, he says, looking at the horn. This is a horn of fog. I have not seen any of these, though they're not necessarily rare. My eyes have seen a few of these. They're useful in certain situations. This, pointing at the circlet of the adamantite chain without touching it. This is indeed a phylactery. And if you say it is the Ghost Lords, I thought he was dead. It seems like the Golden Company did not depart without a reason. I do not feel like this is a good omen. And I do not know what you should do with this. If it was me, I would have destroyed it the moment I saw it. But it is yours to deal with.
What was the effect of
we don't
destroying
really
the hand?
know what this does or what it is. Could you
So,
maybe tell us?
a witch is a semi-immortal being. And I say semi-immortal because whenever a witch dies, his soul goes back into this bauble right here, this phylactery. As you can see, it is extremely hard to destroy, being made of the most powerful alloy known. But it is possible to be destroyed. When the witch dies, his body grows from this phylactery anew, and he revives. So being a semi-immortal being. If you kill this if you destroy this phylactery and kill the witch, he is dead forever.
Won't the Lich know if we destroy it? Could he feel it?
The witch could feel this phylactery if it was within 1 mile of him. You can shield it from his crying, but it is hard. I can provide such means, I think. I do have receptacles in order to do that. It is good you have come to me and nobody else. Very few people would, very few mages would deal with this.
I tried to say I'm a halfling again.
You try to say you're a halfling and the words do not come out.
I'm satisfied with the result.
Well, much more than that I cannot say. Your quest is wrong, and I feel like what you have done until now would decide all of our fates. You still have a way to go, but you have done many important. I hope that it is enough.
Yeah.
If my calculations are right, from what you have told me, it is about 1 second. It is not very long until the Red Hand will reach us. Timon's Gap will not hold for that much. Maybe 4 more days, 6 more days if we are lucky. Very few can withstand the power of the Red Hand right now. It is impressive to say the least.
Then
After
we're
that-
faced with
Go on.
then we're faced with a bit of a dilemma, because it seems like this Ghost Lord is being blackmailed by the Red Hand who had this phylactery.
Can
Not to say. This is.
can you locate the Golden Company?
I can use my scrying abilities to try and locate them. Yes, but it will
Can
take
you
time.
communicate?
If I do locate them, but as I said, it would take very much time unless you had any items that they once possessed.
Could you say that again?
If you had any items that they once possessed.
Do we?
Do we? Did they give us something? I think so.
Technically, didn't Valrek spend the night with one of them?
No.
Technically, they
Yes.
possessed for a bit.
Yes, Fallout did. Derorazan, remember? Drenlin's
No.
Ferry.
He pretends he doesn't remember.
He says, well, let me just think.
Yeah, I might have been
It would
inside one
be
of them.
It would be yes. It would be 6 days until.
Wait! This cloak. The cloak of Rose. Was Rose one of the
Golden Company.
company?
Rose. Yes, I do remember her. Correct. She was once,
Yeah.
but she was killed by the Ghost Lord, if I remember correctly.
Indeed.
Then never mind.
Not in that company.
What about this
I was gonna
frost
say-
sword? Who gave this to me?
No, we got that in the keep.
Okay, and this
I
time
think Valrek,
keep again. Okay.
No, this isn't going to involve
Valrek's
the.
the best option.
This isn't going to involve touching
He
you.
says,
Not the
well,
beard.
there is still time. After, I think 6 days would be most likely. until they finish off 9 months gap. After that, there will be Talar. Talar. 6 more days for Talar. Talar has a strong resistance. I think from this day onwards, you would have about close to 15 to 18 days until the Red Hand reaches us. And I cannot stress enough that better that they reach us without you here and without the Ghost Lord's Alliance than they reach us with the Ghost Lord's Alliance and you here.
Yes, I agree. We can rally the dwarfs while we're there as well.
Yes, that is another matter. You should discuss it with Lord Agisticius. Agisticius. His name is so
It's
confusing.
alright. You can rely on the dwarf alliance. Well, if I have to hit them here with my own hammer, they'll be coming to help.
Yes, I have heard that he has already sent word, but they have delayed. I do not know for what reason. Well, I suggest that you do not spend a lot of time in the city. Time is short, and if my calculations are right, only based on what you have told me, if there is something else you do not know or any other threat under the shroud of or veil of surprise, that time span you have left might shorten even more.
Chuky, can I foreseeably begin doing my 8 hours of prayer towards my feet?
Yes.
As long as we've got 8 hours a day.
Yeah, but you can do it, like you can go to an inn now and do it and then sleep, because if you don't sleep you get fatigued.
Yeah. But no, yeah, just as long as I know, as long as I can, like, every day that we're not in combat.
Yes.
Try like if we do stuff that I can't get 8
I
hours
technically slept.
just let me know, but I need to start.
Okay.
I need to start praying.
Got it. So I think we're gonna finish off here.
Alright.
For
Can you just tell me what the armor did? Because I don't know whether I missed
mechanical.
it or...
No,
Actually, tell us what all the items did. 'cause we only
mechanical.
got-
Exactly. Yeah.
No,
Opening
yeah,
wise
sorry,
was
sorry.
mechanical wise. The amulet had the +2 to wisdom. The daggers were +2. The full plate was a +2 full plate. And that's about it, I think. Honor whatever that is the in the SRD. And besides that, let us go out a bit of experience for you guys. I think for
By the way, I do want to ask
right.
something to this mage. If he has diamonds, a couple diamonds worth 1000 GP each, I would trade them with this big diamond.
says that is for next week.
Okay.
Okay,
Did I get any booties as well?
Any what?
Did he say anything about booties, or have we said
No,
that for
booties
week as
next
well?
week. I'm saving for next week because, to be honest, I didn't have the full. I have the basic magic shop template, but
Okay.
because you guys reached before the actual time you were going to reach Brindle, I need to just like look into it, to be honest
No,
with
that's
you,
fine,
because
that's fine.
everything is well and dandy. Okay, good. So this is the end of what, week 14, I think. I think it's week 14. Don't quote me on that.
Maybe.
I think it's week 14. Anyway, it's
Can we
been
just
yeah.
foreseeably say that Cyril heals us as well?
Yes, on the way. I'm guessing that's
You're
a
full HP.
common occurrence.
Yeah.
It is actually week 14. Yes, week 14.
And just so you know, Chuky, I'm not cheating, but my gem that I have, my damage reduction gem, will go onto this armor because
Yes.
they're just transferable.
They just transfer. I know.
Yeah. Just check it. Just so you don't go, that was your old armor.
That
No,
was your own armor, yeah.
It was my
No,
gem
I
on
know.
my armor.
Okay, so I hope you guys watching have enjoyed this as much as we did. Well, ignore the weird parts. That's just Alexander. It makes it more unique. It gives this game a flavor. Whenever Alexander talks, we get into the most awkward conversations I think I've ever had in roleplays.
Hey, to be fair, I brought up the whole Valrak was possessed by one of the. Yeah.
Possessed by what?
You were possessed by one of the Golden Company. You slept with them.
Not possessed.
Yeah.
He just had sex.
Oh.
They
that's
had
all.
you for a night.
It was 50-50.
Well, it was a pretty awesome session. I hope you guys enjoyed. Any shoutouts, guys? Anything you want to say?
Not today.
Are we playing Monday?
Monday.
next
Monday
Alright.
next week. Yes, Monday. Same time we start today. So that's 21 GMT plus 3. So that should be 8 your time, Gary. Okay, awesome.
Today we.
So basically started when we started, not when you arrived, Gary.
When
Is
we
that okay?
started, it's 7 Gary's time. Checking.
It's
I
7
choose
Gary's time?
now.
Okay.
When
okay,
we
so,
started,
so
it's 7.
Gary,
Gary's time.
7 Gary's time. Is that okay?
It's gonna
7
be
UK time.
I can't really confirm because my schedule's not there, but I think I'm on an A4 anyway.
Okay, so
I will let you know as soon as it goes up.
as soon as it goes, I'll give it in chat and I'll put it up in the schedule for you guys interested in knowing when it is. And after that, I think we're returning back to Tuesday schedule after next week. Are we not?
Probably.
Well, week after next, I'm gonna be gone.
Yes, a week after next, we're taking a break for a week, and then we're coming back because you're gone to whatever awesome studios you're going.
Universal Studios.
Awesome, enjoy the trip. Okay, we'll talk about it
So
more
that's the
next week.
14th
Yeah.
of October.
We'll talk about this like scheduling stuff besides what happens until next week. We'll talk off stream. So if you enjoyed the show, just hit that follow button. That would be awesome. The VODs will be up soon on the tubes. Be sure to check out our other shows as well. We have Hold the Dragon Queen that's gone through its first week, which was pretty awesome.
First death as well.
First death, yes. And
R.I.P. guys.
we have Honor Bound over at Koibu's channel, which I showed at IDM. Pretty awesome session we had last time. And I think that's it. And we were thinking of expanding more into D&D and shows, but for the moment, I'm not sure on how my schedule is. So this is like I would want to do that. I should do that, but it's like this is a future thing if it ever is done.
He wants to bring back the Sabal.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see about that. Okay, so I'll see you guys, everybody, tomorrow for more game day. We're gonna play a bit of Wasteland and then jump into Middle-earth Shadows of Mordor, which is gonna be released tomorrow. So bye-bye and have a good time.
It's released now, I think.
No, it's not.
Preloaded, Chucky. Preloaded.
I have
20
it.
gigabytes.
I have it.